Hey guys, my name is Eitan from Bavegang Sound Design. We believe that every video that is being professionally produced should sound great. So before even sending your video to a sound designer, there are a few things that you can do by yourself while editing, like making sure your music track is in sync with the video and that the transitions between different parts of the music track sound natural. Today I'm going to show you how to sync a music track to your video, and in this tutorial you learn two things: how to use the remix feature inside Adobe Audition and how to manually edit the music track to match the video. So first of all, I want you to watch and listen to this 24 seconds animation video that I received from a client. So I received the video, the music and the voiceover track, and my job was to add sound effects, edit the voiceover track, and of course mix these layers together to create a fantastic soundtrack. So the first thing to do is to make these transitions sound natural while keeping the essential sync points in place. Now, this is a straightforward way of taking a music track and adapting it to the length of the video using the remix feature. All you have to do is to select the track, go to Properties, and under Remix you have Enable Remix. You click it and then you wait for it to analyze, and you put in 24 seconds, which is the length of the video, add comma, and voila! Now let's just listen to it. Alright, so this can work in some cases, and I think it's important to know this feature, but if you want to sync some parts of the music track to specific points in the video, it's not sufficient. You can hear that there are two unnatural cuts. Alright, so it's not perfect. And notice that in the original video, there are two unnatural cuts that happen. That's the first one, and somewhere here. Alright, so that's the second one. Now, this makes it clear that this bit will sync with the opening chest, and that the last bit will sync with the ending of the video. The only problem is that music has rhythm, and we can't simply cut and rearrange parts without considering it. So let's take a step back and talk about rhythm and music, but before we do, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. Now, I won't go into a deep explanation about this, but just to understand the basics. Most of the music we'll listen to is written in 4/4 time. What does it mean? Well, if you have the most basic sense of rhythm, you can listen to this music track and count the beats. Every 4 beats form a bar, and usually every 4 bars something changes. So let's just listen to it and count the beats together, right? So I'm just going to redo the remix, and let's just count together, all right? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so every 4 bars, something happens. We just heard the intro, which is 4 bars, and from there we jumped directly to the main part of the track. Every 4 bars, we'll usually hear the crash cymbal. So let's just listen to a crash cymbal by itself. All right, and now let's listen to it in the track. All right, again, just a crash cymbal and a crash cymbal inside the music. So now that we understand rhythm, let's go back to editing the music. So the first thing to do is to take the first beat of the main part where we can hear the crash cymbal and sync it with the opening chest, just like the client intended. All right, so where is it? It's right here. All right, the second most important sync point is the ending of the video, right? So I'm just going to take it and drag it all the way here. The next step is to open the left handle and pull it to the beginning of the video. Let's listen to it. All right, so I made a mistake. All right, now it's better. All right, so now we really have the sync point in place where the chest opens, but you can hear that the beginning of the music doesn't really sound natural. And that's because the track doesn't start with the first beat of the bar. So let's take the beginning of the track, put it at the start of the video, and just try to find some kind of sync point that can work. Now, it's going to be hard because we don't have a lot of time in these few bars, so we're just going to find the best sync point. That's the first beat, which we always need to find when we try to sync two music clips together. All right, so I'm going to just cut it right here. And let's just try to find a nice sync point. Now, when I try to sync, I zoom in and I try to put the two transients one on top of the other and just make it as accurate as possible, right? So all right, so it's not perfect, but it's the best compromise that we can do to start the video with the beginning of the track and to make sure that the first beat of the main part syncs with the opening chest. So I'm just fading these two clips so that the transition sounds clean. And I think that once we add the sound effects and the voiceover, it will mask the unnatural stitches that we do. Now let's go to the ending of the video. And now I'm simply going to pull it all the way to the beginning, right? And just try to find, again, a sync point. So I'm searching for the first beat. So that's the first beat. Let's cut it just before. And now I want to sync it with the first beat of this part. So I'm going to pull it here. And as we say, I'm zooming all the way in and just making sure it's really, really accurate. All right, so now the only thing that is left is to remove this part. And if I'm simply trimming it all the way here, it's going to sound not great. And that's because we are missing the crash sound, right? So I'm going to simply open it a little bit and use the fades. And then we'll have the crash from here and it will sync with the ending of the music track, right? So let's just delete that because we don't need it anymore. And let's play it. So that's it for this video. I hope it can help you with future productions. Don't forget to click the like button. See you next time.